We have a new trailer for Mando Season 3. Man, this afternoon's been crazy, huh? The Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania tickets just went on sale. I got those tickets, and then we all knew this trailer was coming because Carl Weathers told us on Twitter. They had to do what they did last week with Ant-Man. They had to drop the trailer during a football game. This week I was like, you know what? I don't feel like watching sports, so screw it. I'm just gonna wait. Sure enough, the trailer dropped around 7 Pacific time. So what do we got? Alright, so this official trailer for The Mandalorian Season 3 starts off Din Djarin is doing a voiceover.
Our people are scattered, like stars in the galaxy. What are we? What do we stand for?
Okay, so obviously Din Djarin does still care about being a Mandalorian. Throughout his whole character arc in Seasons 1, 2, Book of Boba Fett, we've seen that he's been slowly shredding away that Mandalorian way of life that he's been abiding by. I mean, at this point, he's taken off his mask in front of living creatures on more than one occasion. He's done that like 2 or 3 times now. And according to the rules of this watch, these Orthodox Mandalorians, as I call them, that's a big no-no. If you do that, you are a Mandalorian no more. As we heard the Armorer tell him in the teaser trailer for Season 3. I personally thought that Din would be okay with that, because I imagine he would be like, this is how I like to do things. If that goes against your Mandalorian rules, well then so be it. As the great Finn Hudson once sang, I gotta be me. I feel like this season might lead towards that with Din Djarin. Maybe his whole arc will lead to the fact that he doesn't have to be one of these Orthodox Mandalorians to be happy. Because the way this trailer starts out, it's pretty much the opposite. His line right here,
I'm going to Mandalore, so that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
Okay, so yeah, he wants to be forgiven for taking off his mask. Like I said in my video about the teaser trailer, it looks like this season is going to really dive into Mandalorian culture. We're going to Mandalore finally. That's what Din Djarin says. And yeah, that planet we saw in the teaser, that is Mandalore. Confirmed now, pretty much. And again, Bo-Katan, who's not in this trailer, but I imagine she's going to have a big part of this, given what happened in the Season 2 finale. I can only repeat myself so many times. This new trailer's pretty short. We don't get a whole lot of new information. We do see that, I guess for at least one point in their journey, Din Djarin and Grogu are going to be joined by R5-D4, otherwise known as that astromech that had the bad motivator in the original Star Wars film that almost went to Luke but didn't. We saw that R5 is now in the possession of Peli Motto, which Peli Motto, I know that character gets a lot of mixed reactions. Some people like her, some people hate her. I never had too much of a problem with her. I like her. She reminds me of Carla from Cheers if she were a little nicer. Never a bad thing. So for whatever reason, her astromech R5-D4, that's actually its name, doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but it's joining Din and Grogu for part of their journey. I'm not sure why, and I also don't know what help it's gonna be, considering how broken it is. A couple of the quick shots we see in this trailer are really cool. Got some fan service, like Kawaki and Monkey Lizards, we got them, yeah, Salacious be crumb and shit. We got another Order 66 flashback it looks like. I'm pretty sure that this is once again from Grogu's perspective. Maybe this time around we'll actually see who smuggled him out of there. After all, I would like to know. Maybe it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but I still want to know. And also what relevance that flashback is going to have to this season, because I wasn't expecting this at all. Why do we have another shot of this flashback? Because this is not the first time we're seeing it. We saw this in Book of Boba Fett. I was just watching that episode earlier today, where Luke Skywalker was like,
let me help you remember.
And that's when we saw that flashback for the first time. So naturally, I'm curious as to why we're getting that again, at least in this trailer. I don't know. Can't wait to find out though. Funny enough though, that shot is not the shot that had me scratching my head the most from this trailer. No, that would be this shot of what looks like a droid bar. It looks like a cantina, but exclusively for droids. And not only that, we get, like cantina droids, astromechs, but then we see some battle droids as well. I was like, what are battle droids doing here? Battle droids are from the prequel era. This series taking place after the original trilogy. Battle droids have been out of commission for years now. So what are some doing in this bar? Like what? Maybe this is a flashback? I don't think it is. Funny, I used to hate battle droids like back before I watched the Clone Wars animation. Then Clone Wars animation, when I finally watched it, made me love the battle droids because they're freaking hilarious. So if there are going to be some battle droids in this show, I'm expecting some humor. The end of this trailer is awesome. I love this clip. Here, I'll show you.
This is the way.
Damn, man, Grogu's a straight up badass now. I love this. Yeah, just because he left Luke and the ways of the Jedi doesn't mean he can't still be a badass with the Force. I actually really like that. He can be like his own kind of Jedi. He doesn't need a lightsaber. I want Grogu to straight up hold someone up with the Force and then just smack him around a room like in a Lego Star Wars game or something. That'd be awesome. Because now it looks like we got a team, finally, of Din Djarin and Grogu, Mandalorian, Force user, Awesome duo right there. And they're diving into the Mandalorian creed and culture. They're gonna go to Mandalore, they got the Darksaber, they're gonna confront Bo-Katan Kryze. Shit's going down this season. So yeah, in the end, short trailer, short video. The Mandalorian Season 3 looks great. Awesome badass new poster too. Finally we got a poster for this thing. The season premieres in about a month and a half, and most likely I will be making videos on each episode of this season. If for nothing else to make up for the fact that I didn't do that for Season 2. And I love this, Star Wars is here with a vengeance this year. We got the Bad Batch Season 2 going strong, Mandalorian Season 3, Ahsoka later in the year, probably, hopefully. Not to mention Star Wars Jedi Survivor as well. Yeah, good year for the Star Wars. So, the official trailer for The Mandalorian Season 3. Have you watched it yet? What are your thoughts on it? And of everything Star Wars is doing this year, what are you looking forward to the most? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And of course, thank you for subscribing. Peace!